It's a critical situation. We've got ambulance sirens going all the time.
No hugging and kissing like most men and men and women and men and women do in the streets all the time as a form of greeting. That has come to an end. People are gloved and masked, and they bump elbows and fists.
The children are at home already 3 weeks, and they do schooling via internet.
It's a serious situation, and people are responding as such.
Nobody is moving around unless you go for food or to a chemist.
Many of the restaurants have shut down. People are encouraged to stay a meter apart. So, there's no longer that crowd gathering, even in restaurants, and people are kept a meter apart, even while dining.
We've got people dying, and they get collected and brought to the cemetery and buried because there's no church service. Churches are closed, offices are closed.
They're taking the spread of the virus very, very seriously, and personally, I think that is the right way to go.
The outbreak of COVID-19 is now classified as a pandemic. Daily cases of the virus continue to increase around the globe. In the last 2 weeks, the number of countries outside of China affected by the virus has tripled. On Tuesday, Italy recorded the most deaths from the virus in a single day. The European country has recorded more than 10,000 cases. It's now under quarantine and slowly moving closer to a total shutdown. News 24 reporter Azara Karim spoke to two South Africans living in Italy about their experiences. Kaz is a 57-year-old father of two from the Western Cape.
We live in the Netherlands and in Italy, and although that sounds very grand, it's not so grand, particularly at the moment. We have a little small holding in Italy which we maintain ever so often, and because it's the pruning season, we're out here doing olive trees. So I'm in the field as I speak.
Cass, you don't live in Milan, but you do frequent the area. So tell me about the situation over there.
I drove down about 2 weeks back, and the drive from The Hague, where we live, is via France and Switzerland and then into the northern part of Italy. And it was about the weekend when the fatalities started making the news, and the roads were decidedly empty, completely empty. In fact, it felt quite eerie driving through this empty road that one is conditioned to spend much more time than you would even plan for.
And tell me, what restrictions have the government placed?
We are not allowed to move between suburbs and between towns. And people are advised to sanitize their hands and faces. So many people are wearing gloves all the time. Many people are wearing masks all the time.
And what about people getting to work, getting around? How do they navigate the current situation?
In terms of how people work and go to work, they can get permission from the Carabinieri, which is the national police. And those proclamations allow for people to move from one area to their place of work, which often is in another area. And if you break that and the police approach, then people are arrested.
What's it like doing everyday errands like grocery shopping, going to the post office?
So I tried going to the shop, and there was a crowd of people at most every shop I tried to enter because they only allow two people in at a time. It's a bit difficult because you spend a long time trying to get provisions from the store. And I think they didn't think that one through properly, because the first people to get there bought most of the things. So I don't know whether there are plans afoot to replenish. And when you go into the stores, everybody is gloved and masked, particularly the staff.
And Cass, tell me, are you worried?
Well, I think it would be a bit daft to say that you are not worried. People are dying. So we take the matter very seriously, and personally, I may not be panicking. We come from Africa, and we've been hardened in many respects. I grew up on the Cape Flats, and I grew up during the 70s and the 80s. We walk with that experience. They're taking the spread of the virus very, very seriously, and personally, I think that is the right way to go.
Azara Karim also spoke to Louisa. She has been living in Italy for more than 3 decades.
My husband was supposed to have an operation a month ago, but it was postponed because the hospital in Crema, they've suspended all the operations that are not necessary. All the operating theatres are now ICUs.
And Louisa, how have you been spending your time during this quarantine period?
At the moment, I'm pruning my fruit trees. I've got a big garden. I'm doing the spring cleaning. We've got a beautiful climate at the moment. Our temperature outside is 24 degrees. So, I've got things that keeps me busy.
And are you fearful?
Like I say, I'm not worried at all.
Okay.
It's I took it for what it is, and we'll hopefully get over it. But there's no use panicking. I mean, it's gonna get you nowhere.
Right.
Don't panic. Just follow the rules, and everything will be okay.
I'm Sheldon Moraes, and this has been a News 24 production. Azara Karim was our reporter, and Noktula Manyati, the producer.